Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Return Policy. Today I'm doing a mini review on the BASSTOP Joy-Con replacement cases for the Nintendo Switch. First and foremost, right off the bat, performing this will absolutely void your warranty. Just want to get that out in the open right now. And if you do, you technically do it at your own risk. And while the results look nice, yes, if you do attempt to do this yourself or without much professional help, it does void your warranty on the Joy-Cons themselves. And so with that said, I am by no means a professional when it comes to this. I have made mistakes on these, several mistakes, but I did try my best. I did all the necessary research, watched a couple of videos, even tried buying the best kind of tools to use it, and give my best shot. And so while the results are pretty nice, the journey getting there, depending on how good you are, could be medium, tough, easy. For me, it was medium tough. Oh, and also I'm kind of like picky when some things are sticking out or like a screw isn't all the way. So this is just me, but I try my best to keep everything as flush and perfect as can be, which definitely extends the time it takes to complete something like this. So here I'm just going to try and show a little bit of a non-comprehensive view of what it looked like opening up the right Joy-Con. So once you take out the 4 initial screws from the back of the Joy-Con itself, it's fairly simple to crack the back of the Joy-Con itself open in order to then pop out the battery. And so once you get the battery out, hopefully it doesn't cause any issues trying to get the rest of the components out. So once you get the thing open, and I'm being as careful as I can, I'm just making sure I'm not pulling apart any of the wires or the cables that are associated with the back panel and the actual rail that connects to the Switch. So you'll notice there's 2 different cables there connecting from the main part of the Joy-Con to the rail. And so my goal is to try and keep those perfectly intact and not forcibly pull them apart, and instead using a nice tool to separate them. And so from my research that I did, the right Joy-Con is a little bit more in depth because it has the NFC Amiibo reader, and so there's a few more wires associated with the right Joy-Con instead of the left Joy-Con. You'll notice the Joy-Cons actually have 3 components: the front, the back, and this kind of little mid part that holds the LR, ZL, and ZR buttons. And so since a lot of the cables are kind of routed through there, it's safe to keep those as easily stored as possible. But definitely when I had replaced the left Joy-Con first, the first mistake I made was the minus button. And so when I was following the directions and transferring the minus button from one side to the other, once I got everything intact and connected, the minus button felt just a little bit too squishy. It wasn't giving me that kind of feedback when I was pressing the minus button in. And so when I had to compare it to the plus button on the original right Joy-Con, you can definitely tell that there was an issue with the minus button when I had reassembled everything back together. Even when I was done with the right Joy-Con, there were still some small nagging issues, including the top and the bottom half did not sit entirely flush with each other. As much as it bugged me, I went ahead and closed everything up and made sure everything was functional first. I will probably, not probably, but definitely revisit that and try and get that to sit flush and find out what was causing that little bump along that part. And they did make a very solid, good product, and the feel of the actual casing is very good, very solid. It's not like a more cheapy plastic. And when it's all assembled and good to go, you really feel that, oh man, this might almost be a quality Nintendo style product. So all in all, was it really worth it to change the color to get something I like? And my personal opinion, yeah, I think it was worth it. And if you do choose to pick your color, there's quite a large selection of choices now. My favorite color is green, secondary is orange. The green a little bit too bright, so I went for a cool little translucent orange. And in the end, I really do love the way it looks. It looks really nice on the system itself. And even with all the different accessories that I have, whether it's the Mamba rugged case, or even the PDP Joy-Con armor guards, which are still hanging around. It's one of my still favorites. They still look nice in them, and I am totally happy that I made the purchase and put in some effort to replace these guys. And so in the end, I think if you do make the same choice, I believe it'll be a keep it. All right, with all that said, did I enjoy the process of replacing my Joy-Con shell casings? Sure, it was a pretty fun project. Did I need to do it? Did I want to do it? A little bit of both. I really wanted to do it. If, as you can tell, on my Joy-Cons themselves are kind of that little shiny part. That's kind of me using the heck out of these things. And me personally, with my oily hands, you can kind of tell where once you use it enough, you kind of get a little bit of that, I guess that little bit of residue on those. And so after seeing those and even trying to wipe them off didn't really work, I went ahead and looked at an alternative. Instead of buying brand new Joy-Cons, I went and tried to replace the ones that I had. And I hope the process goes smooth or smoother for you than it was for me. And I hope you're hopefully satisfied with the way your brand new cool Joy-Cons look on your awesome Nintendo Switch. Alright everybody, that's it for me. I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy new year. I hope everybody is doing okay. And thanks again for watching these mini reviews that I'm making. If you thought this was informative or at least a decent morning, go ahead and hit that like button. If you've already changed yours and you have something against orange translucent, go ahead and hit that dislike button. That's cool too. And if you do want to stick around for the semi-long run, I still plan on making some more of these videos as long as they're making cool little accessories like these. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.